Do you want to know how to make a woman nervous in the best way possible? We're not talking about making her uncomfortable, but creating that exciting tension that sparks her curiosity and draws all her attention to you. In this video, I'll reveal effective and simple strategies to build such an intense connection that she won't be able to stop thinking about you. Stick around, because what you're about to learn will completely change the way you interact with her. It's important to note that many men tend to make mistakes when interacting with a woman they're interested in. Some are too direct, which can be intimidating, while others try to be overly accommodating, which can come across as inauthentic or even desperate. Neither of these approaches tends to work. The secret lies in finding a balance, seducing subtly, with respect and authenticity, while creating an air of mystery and confidence. Now, let's dive into the detailed strategies that will help you achieve this goal. 1. Use body language to your advantage. Body language is one of the most powerful tools in attraction, as nonverbal communication has a much greater impact than words. Here's how to use it. Eye contact. Your gaze is one of the first ways to generate interest. Avoid quick or evasive glances. Instead, hold eye contact for a few seconds to show interest. However, it's important not to let it become uncomfortable, so alternate between looking at her directly and glancing away naturally. For example, when you speak, focus on her eyes but take breaks to keep the interaction relaxed. Accompany your gaze with a friendly or intriguing expression, such as a slight smile that reinforces your intentions. Smile. Your smile should be genuine and subtle. Avoid forced or exaggerated smiles. Practice in front of a mirror to find an expression that conveys confidence and calmness. The key is to let your smile complement the rest of your body language, especially your gaze. Posture, the way you stand, walk, or sit, can convey a lot about you. Maintain an upright posture, straight back, relaxed shoulders slightly pulled back, chest forward, and chin at a neutral height, not too high or too low. This projects confidence without seeming arrogant. Keep your hands visible during the conversation, either resting them on the table or moving them naturally while gesturing. Hidden or crossed hands can give the impression that you're uncomfortable or distant. Positive body language will help you project confidence and stand out without saying a single word. 2. Learn to modulate your voice. The tone, rhythm, and modulation of your voice can have a profound impact on how you're perceived. Here are some practical tips to develop an attractive voice. Tone of voice. Deeper voices are often perceived as more masculine and attractive because they project calmness and confidence. However, you don't need to force a tone that doesn't feel natural. The important thing is to speak in a relaxed manner, avoiding high-pitched or overly fast tones that might reflect nervousness. Pacing. Speaking too quickly can make you seem anxious or insecure. Instead, practice speaking at a slower pace, clearly articulating each word. This also gives you time to think before speaking, avoiding impulsive responses. Use of pauses. Learn to use strategic pauses. For example, before answering a question, take a brief pause to reflect. This not only gives you time to think, but also creates an air of mystery and control. For instance, if she asks, "What do you think about this?" you can pause briefly, look her in the eye, and respond calmly, modulating your voice to make it firm yet relaxed. Additionally, play with volume. Speaking slightly softer at certain moments can create intimacy and subtly capture her attention. 3. Show genuine interest, but maintain mystery. Showing genuine interest is one of the most effective ways to connect, but it's crucial to maintain a degree of mystery so you don't come across as too accessible or predictable. Here are some tips. Active listening. When she speaks, give her your full attention. Maintain eye contact. Nod slightly to show you're following the conversation. And avoid distractions like checking your phone or looking around. Ask relevant questions. Ask about what she's sharing. For example, if she mentions something about her hobbies, you could say, "That sounds fascinating. How did you get into that?" This shows that you genuinely care about what she's saying. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. When she asks about you, answer honestly, but leave some details out to spark her curiosity. For instance, if she asks about your interests, you could say, "I'm really passionate about traveling, especially to places with history, but I have a favorite spot that always inspires me. Maybe I'll tell you about it another time." This balance between interest and mystery keeps the conversation dynamic and engaging. 4. Be strategic with compliments. Compliments are effective when they are specific, genuine, and uncommon. Here's how to do it correctly. Avoid generic compliments. For example, instead of saying, "You're very pretty," focus on something more personal or unique. If you're having a conversation and notice something interesting about her, such as her way of thinking or expressing herself, highlight it. You could say, "I really like how you explain things, it's so easy to follow you." Be timely. You don't need to compliment constantly. 1 or 2 well-placed compliments during a conversation will be much more effective than bombarding her with positive comments that might come off as insincere. A heartfelt and authentic compliment can make a big difference by making her feel that you're paying attention to who she is beyond the surface. 5. Introduce humor and subtle flirting. Humor is a powerful tool to break the ice and create a relaxed atmosphere. If you can make her laugh, you'll generate a positive emotional connection that makes any interaction easier. However, your humor should include a touch of flirtation to stand out from a purely friendly dynamic. Witty jokes. Make playful comments related to the conversation. For example, if she mentions she loves traveling, you could say, "Did you know that 80% of fun trips require someone to carry the bags? Not to brag, but I have experience." This kind of humor is lighthearted, non-offensive, and keeps the interaction fun. Respectful double meanings. If there's already trust, you can introduce jokes with a subtle double meaning, ensuring they're not uncomfortable. For example, if she mentions a favorite food, you could say, "I'm worried that with so many good tastes, I might get addicted to your recommendations." This suggests flirtation without being too forward. Leverage silences. During pauses in the conversation, use eye contact to create a bit of tension. If you notice she's looking at you and the silence lingers, smile slightly and say something like, "Did you know this moment feels like a scene from a movie?" This lightens the tension while leaving a hint of romantic interest in the air. Humor combined with subtle flirting is an effective way to show interest without putting pressure on her. 6. Build connection through physical touch. Physical touch is crucial for building attraction, but it must be done carefully and with respect for personal boundaries. When done correctly, it fosters a more intimate and natural connection. Casual and accidental touches. Find opportunities to establish brief, discreet physical contact. For example, if you're walking together, you could lightly brush her arm when turning toward her, or, if you're sitting nearby, accidentally touch her hand while explaining something. The key is for this contact to feel natural and unplanned. Gestures of care. If you notice something in her hair or on her clothing, mention it casually and offer to help. For instance, "I think you've got a bit of lint in your hair, mind if I help you get it out?" This kind of interaction shows attentiveness and care without being invasive. The goal is for physical contact to be brief, respectful, and entirely natural. This can create a sense of closeness and trust that enhances attraction. 7. Respectfully close the physical distance. Physical proximity is a key element of communication and attraction. When you're close to someone, your energy and attention are perceived more intensely. However, it's important to balance closeness with respect for the other person's personal space. Lean toward her when talking. When she's sharing something, lean in slightly. This shows that you're interested in giving her your full attention. Be sure to maintain eye contact to reinforce the sense of connection. Avoid invading her space. Pay attention to her body language to ensure she's comfortable with the closeness. If you notice her stepping back or looking away, take a step back to give her space. The goal is for her to feel your presence without feeling pressured. Gradually break the distance. Instead of getting too close too quickly, do so progressively. For example, if you're walking together, take the opportunity to walk beside her and accompany the closeness with light, relaxed conversation. Demonstrating interest through respectful physical proximity is a powerful way to build attraction without making her uncomfortable. 8. Show chivalry in small details. Chivalry, when shown subtly and naturally, is an effective way to express interest. Beyond grand gestures, it's the small details that truly make a difference. Protect her while walking. If you're walking together on the street, make sure she's on the inside of the sidewalk while you position yourself on the outer side facing the street. This classic gesture not only shows chivalry, but also conveys that you care about her safety. Guide her gently. If you're entering a building, open the door for her and gently guide her by placing your hand lightly on her back or waist. Ensure that the touch is brief and natural. This reinforces your interest without coming across as invasive. Offer support in small moments. If you notice she's carrying something heavy or struggling in some way, like walking in heels on uneven ground, offer your assistance with phrases like, "Can I help you with that?" or "Let me support you to make it easier." Even if she declines your help, the gesture will be appreciated. The key is to be observant and attentive to small details that demonstrate care and consideration. 9. Offer help when she needs it. Offering help at the right moments can make a significant difference, as it shows you're willing to support her without seeking attention. Act naturally. If you see her struggling with something, like carrying something heavy or dealing with an uncomfortable situation, offer to help. For example, "That looks tricky, can I lend a hand?" If she accepts, help her willingly. If not, simply let her know you're available. Be subtle and don't push. If she doesn't need your help, don't insist. Instead, say something like, "That's fine, just let me know if I can help later." This shows you respect her independence, but are ready to support her if needed. These attitudes build trust and project a positive image of you. 10. Add creativity to your interactions. Creativity is an excellent way to stand out and create a unique connection. Here are some ideas to add creativity to your interactions. Hand games. If you're sitting and her hands are on the table, make a playful comment like, "Did you know the lines on your hands can reveal interesting things?" Then gently take her hand and jokingly pretend to read her future. This creates a fun moment and naturally breaks the touch barrier. Clever compliments. If you notice a unique detail about her, like an accessory, her nails, or her way of speaking, highlight it creatively. For example, "That ring really catches my attention. It looks like it has an interesting story behind it." Add a personal touch. If you share a common interest, use that topic to deepen the conversation. For example, if she loves music, suggest a song and say, "I'm sure this song fits your style. Let me know what you think when you listen to it." These moments create a special connection that she'll remember, helping you stand out from others. Conclusion. With these strategies, you'll not only capture her attention, but also create an authentic and meaningful connection. Remember, the balance between interest, respect, and mystery is key to generating natural attraction. Apply these ideas, personalize them to your style, and watch your interactions improve. Good luck.